Hi Gemini, thank you so much for joining me for your general messages for the 23rd to the 31st. Remember, these are general messages. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. Please don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. The energies can always be flip-flop, right? Vice versa. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Crazy times that we're in right now, but let's play with the cards and just escape from it all for a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling a Celtic cross spread. I'm initially going to do a career read only, go back around, then interpret it for relationship only, sweep that, and then do a tarot and oracle read for love only. So we're really going to have 3 reads here, okay? So let's just talk about what's going on in the sky between the 23rd and the 31st for you guys. On the 23rd, we have Mars and Pluto in your 8th house. So you'll be feeling a very strong push to make changes in shared resources. You're going to feel a strong push to settle some sort of financial situation, could be an inheritance, taxes, some kind of investment, get that investment, in your pocket, or some kind of payout. You're going to be feeling a very strong urge to clean out and renew a part of your life, Gemini. It's just, you really are. This can mean like a self-regeneration kind of thing. For some of you, this can mean a divorce, okay? But a positive push forward here, all right? Because 8th house is where divorce is. That there's likely going to be some sort of confrontation and power struggle on the way here that you want to just be mindful of, but let cool heads prevail, be open to compromise, and it's going to end up being a good thing, okay? And then on the 24th, we have the new moon in Aries in your 11th house of friends, groups, hopes, wishes, dreams, desires. So you'll be feeling a very strong urge to become more than who you are right now. This is really nice. You feel very, very motivated to push your life forward. Then on the 28th, we have Venus and Taurus in your 12th house. Okay, trining Jupiter and Pluto and Capricorn in your 8th house. So even though the 12th house is ruled by Neptune, which by the way, I do want to say Neptune does rule disease. So I like the fact that we have Venus hanging out in there with Jupiter. So good stuff for the health, for Gemini. But even though it's ruled by Neptune, which is very clear and unsettled and is considered the house of self-undoing, it's very grounded here because of Venus and Taurus, right? With firm and hardworking Saturn as Capricorn's ruler. So this is going to allow you to tap into the part of your unconscious mind that's been serving as like a reservoir, okay, in your life of future possibilities for your life. So this is you lifting any sort of self-imposed restrictions on self. With the help of Venus and Jupiter there's going to be huge growth here, guys, by getting in touch with your most authentic self. And I mean, it's real. Because remember, Jupiter is about luck, but it's about expansion, right? There's a lot of expansion going on here. And whenever we have Pluto, it's transformation. So it's sort of like an extreme here. I mean, you're really going to be getting very pushed and very blessed at the same time. Lots of changes here for you, Gemini. They just are. It's the way it is. And then we have I'm going to say the 30th, 31st, we have Mars and Saturn in your 9th house. So you're going to be feeling so motivated to solidify your life's purpose, your belief system, but you're going to be feeling very restricted in being able to fully exercise any new ideas. This can also mean the slowing down of a court case. If you guys those of you who are in a space of waiting for a court case to settle up, but guys, that could be that the Saturn in there, right? We're all experiencing this restriction because of the social distancing and the closing down of a lot of services right now, right? Because of the COVID. So a lot of us are feeling this sense of restriction. It's like we know what we want to do, but we really can't fully act on it in the way that we need to. So a great way to deal with this energy is to really go introspective. And I like you got the Hermit here. And really think things out very, very clearly and plan. It's a good time to plan if we can, right? So let's understand this first for career. We're starting off with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So the Queen of Cups is a Gemini and Cancer energy here, right? So Gemini is about this moving forward and something having to do with your heart space. So I'm getting the fact that it's reversed. You were feeling a lot of delays in the moving forward of something. You were feeling a lack of connection to moving forward in something. All right, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which does not only rule communication, but the pragmatic moving forward, right, in the 3D, right, in the everyday. And Cancer is that metaphorical home space, right? So it's really feeling like you're just not willing to give your heart to something anymore because there was this delay and you just started to feel disconnected from something here having to do with career. Situation right now is we have the Three of Wands reverse, okay? So this is Sun and Aries energy. So you're feeling right now that first of all, there's delay. So a lot of you may be, having some challenges, during this time at work for sure, where, maybe you've been laid off, or you're not working, or there is at least this lack of movement forward. All right, because Sun in Aries in the reverse is this lack of moving forward, because Aries is about moving forward with the strong initiative, and this epiphanies and things that you're realizing, and very active moving forward. And here it's like, okay, I can't do that right now. So there's a lack of clarity about this as well. Now crossing that energy is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So the Seven of Wands in reverse is telling me that you're feeling really sick and tired of defending what it is that you want. Some idea having to do with your career, and you're really tired of defending it. You just really are. This is Mars and Leo energy. Okay. And so there's this lack of motivation and this lack of initiative to move forward in any kind of new way, because you just don't feel like it's going to be the path that you're meant to be on, right? It's a lack of initiative to move forward, lack of passion. We have Temperance in the reverse. Okay, so Temperance energy is a Sagittarius energy, which is all about moving forward with integrity. It has the blessing of Jupiter as its ruler, which is all about luck and expansion. And it's just about you having your needs met, and you being able to meet the needs of whatever your position calls for. And everybody, getting what they need. In the reverse, you're not getting what you need. They're not getting what they need. Things are a bit upside down right now, is what I'm getting here. There's not this forward movement. We have this delay. We have this lack of forward movement. Lack of movement. 3 in a row we have. Then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is a Pisces and Aries energy, okay? Now, again, lack of initiative moving forward with that Aries energy. Pisces being ruled by Neptune is always about being kind of like unclear, unsure, not very grounded, but in the reverse, I feel like you are very much getting in touch with the reality of a situation. And you're recognizing the delay, and you're recognizing that you're just not going to be part of this in going into this next cycle. You're just not. Again, this lack of move. This is like 4 in a row of energy where it's telling me there's a lack of forward movement. Now, you're the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is understandable. This is Aquarius and Pisces energy. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is all about, shaking things up and doing things differently. And this is right now, you're in a very confused space, but you are understanding that a choice, like some sort of decision, needs to be made. Because again, Aquarius being ruled by Uranus, it's about doing something differently. In the reverse, something's not being done differently here. And Pisces being ruled by Neptune, which is all about lacking clarity. In the reverse, it's like you're becoming very clear on the fact that things are not going to be any different than they are right now. So you're in this space of saying, okay, this is what it is. Having to do with this career, I need to make some changes. If you want to make the changes, you have to make them. Now, the energy that's external to you is the Fool. Okay, so I like this. The energy external to you is Uranus energy again, which rules Aquarius, but it's about shaking things up and doing things differently. This tells me that you are changing your path, Gemini. You are not staying in whatever career you're in right now. Like right now, you're not staying in it. There are going to be changes. Things are going to be done differently. Things are going to start being handled differently. This is external to you. This is not you making this happen. This is something happening that's going to be changing how you do work. So this can be for some of you, all of a sudden now you're working from home. For some of you, this is going to be you're forced into a really impromptu career change. This can be something different being offered to you. This could be just this new path opening up, but it's something that is actually external to you, and dare I say almost forced upon you, but where you're made to feel like, all right, I can't not pay attention to this. This is something that I need to do. Now in your fear position, we have the Three of Coins, which I understand this. I mean, this is the architect energy. This is about, saving money and building, right? Because it's a Mars and Capricorn energy. So it's about, putting in that hard work with Capricorn energy there, but about this fresh perspective and this new movement forward that you're going to be able to build on, and you're afraid that you're not going to have that new beginning is what I'm feeling here. In a way that's going to bring you what you need to move forward. And then we have the Eight of Wands energy here. So Mercury and Sagittarius, Eight of Wands is just having this very deep fire in your belly to move something forward. Mercury is all about communication, but it's also about forward movement, and so is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about forward movement with integrity, right? But also with this energy, it's also important to point out that there's recognition that you've been through a whole lot. Eight of Wands energy usually doesn't show up for somebody who is brand new to the workforce, where they haven't been through a lot. This is, you have been around the block and you still have fire in your belly to push something forward in a new way, and it's going to be a positive thing for you because we have that Sagittarius energy there that's ruled by Jupiter, which is all about luck and expansion. Yeah, but I was just going to say, because, Jupiter is very positive. It's a benefic, right? But remember, it expands whatever it's involved in. So there's going to be this expansion of where it is that you're going, and you need to really understand and hold on to that. There definitely is this push. And we have the Hermit energy in the near future. It's Virgo energy. You take in the mental space to really think about everything. This is very healthy. All right, because you're establishing the fact that this is not happening for you anymore. You're making changes. And I'm going to tell you, I really, really like this for you, the Hermit energy, because of what I mentioned that's going to be going on about your 8th, 9th, and 12th house energies. You're going to be doing a lot of thinking, and I really like that you're going to be allowing yourself to think. This is so good, because it's about stepping back, talking maybe to only people that you trust, maybe a therapist, a good friend, whoever, but taking that mental space to really think about everything in a critical way. Remember, Hermit is Virgo. Virgos are very critical, so it's about thinking about every little thing, and putting things in perspective, right? So really healthy. But there are changes here for you guys having to do with career, Gemini, for sure. Now let's go back around and interpret this for a relationship, for those of you here with relationship on your heart. So I'm getting that coming into this time period, we have a Queen of Cups energy, and there's a real holding back of emotions here for sure, okay? It's Gemini and Cancer energy again, so there's the lack of movement forward having to do with some sort of relationship, right, that you're here with on your heart. Okay, and that was in the past, holding back, not moving forward, okay? Maybe you guys weren't together, whatever it is. Now, the situation right now, we have the Three of Wands energy, Sun and Aries, okay? So, yeah, in the reverse, this is all about there not being this fresh perspective and this movement forward in the relationship. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you always felt the need to defend yourself, and you just don't want to do that anymore. You're very afraid of opening yourself up to somebody again because you don't want to find yourself in that space where you are being made to defend yourself over and over again. A lot of you feel like, oh my God, they just don't understand me. You're having to defend what it is that you want, how you value something, your perspectives. You shouldn't have to defend yourself like that, and you're being made to feel that way. Or this could be you doing this to somebody else, guys. You know, in these readings, the energy can always be vice versa. Then we have the Temperance energy in the reverse. So this is Sagittarius. So this is telling me that if you stayed in the situation as it is right now, you're not going to end up being able to move forward in your integrity. This is going to challenge your integrity for sure, because this is a Sagittarius energy. And the Temperance energy is about recognizing what you need, what they need, and what the relationship needs. And I feel like that conversation is not happening, right? And this is really very much a challenge to your integrity, how things have been up to this point. Okay, and we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is a delay, a lack of moving forward. You seeing things a little more clearly about why things are not moving forward, right? Because it's a Pisces and Aries energy in reverse. So if you think about Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is all about lack of clarity. So in the reverse, it's going to be a little more clear for you to understand why that new beginning is not happening with that Aries energy, right? And so things are going to start really coming together in your mind. You're really going to start being able to piece together why this relationship isn't moving forward, where the fissures are, and where the lack of alignment is, in this connection for sure. And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. See, you're just not sharing your cups here. You're just not. Aquarius and Pisces, you just don't think that things can ever be any different than they are right now. And you're recognizing that. And you're coming to terms with the fact that you don't feel like things are going to be any different than they are now. But then external to you, they are the Fool, right? The Fool is Uranus. And Uranus is all about, doing things differently, okay? Doing things differently. Now, this is an external energy to you, okay? So this can be your partner saying, I promise things are going to be different this time. I see things that I didn't see before, and them really wanting to present to you where they think the changes need to be made in the relationship in order for it to work, okay? Yeah. I mean, that's for sure what I'm getting. The Fool energy is a really positive energy because it's about somebody being willing to take that chance with you, Gemini, really wanting to take the risk to revisit this and do things differently. But you're just afraid that you're not going to be able to build with them. You're afraid of it not ending again, of not working out again, of it ending again. And this is a fear that you have, not having that mental, physical, and emotional connection that you really want, that you're not getting here. And then we have the Eight of Wands as the outcome. So, ultimately here we have a Mercury and Sagittarius energy. So this is about moving forward with integrity and there being communication and there being recognition that you guys have been through hell and back, and that with the blessing of Jupiter, you guys want to move forward in this. There needs to be this movement forward. So I feel like while you're protecting yourself, somebody is also offering you a different perspective and some sort of epiphany, but you're going to be in the space of not knowing really what to do, like full blown. With the Hermit, you're going to be like, okay, I need to think about this for a minute, So I feel like there is an offer here to fix things, to do things differently, but you're really not sure if it's possible. I really feel like you don't have a lot of faith in it being able to be any different than it's been. And therein lies the main problem. So, that's where a lot of communication is going to have to happen, obviously. But I do feel, Gemini, keeping it real, the Eight of Wands, I mean, there's fire in your belly to move this forward. There is. It's Jupiter and Gemini. It's luck. There's luck expansion here. There's communication. There's movement forward. And I feel like it's because they're saying, please, things can be different. And you saying like, I don't know, So, listen, I always say we're not robots, right? We're energetic beings. We have free will. We have free will. Just because the energy is saying that this is what's supported doesn't mean you have to join in. Doesn't. You could sit this one out if you want. Very important for us to understand that when we're watching tarot, okay? Just because the energy suggests something doesn't mean you have to take part. Just the same way as we have to engage with the positive energy to make positive things happen for us, in the same way, if we're not ready to join in on, in a certain energy because we're still healing or we're going through something, whatever it is, you don't have to join in. It's the same way. All right, so now we're going to pull some oracles get a separate love read. Now, this love read doesn't have to have anything to do with the Celtic cross read that we just did. These do not get read in reversals. Okay. The shifting cycles. Shifting cycles. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. Isn't that the truth? When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Secret admirer. Somebody has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. Wedding. The situation involves a marriage. So maybe you guys are married or engaged or comes some kind of space like that. And with the secret admirer energy, by the way, that could just be somebody who, you know, you're involved with, but maybe you guys are in a weird space right now and they're not being completely forthcoming with how they really, you know, how they still feel about you, kind of thing. Doesn't necessarily mean you know, somebody that you don't know, whatever. Kisses, unconditional love, giving. Then we have love, unconditionally loving, unconditional love. And then we have addiction, codependent, obsession, controlling, has a block. You know, anytime we have addiction, there's always this idea of that devil energy with the imbalance. So addiction really can be to the obvious, whatever, alcohol, pills, food, sex, you know, gambling, you know, anything like that. But it can also be, we could be addicted to negative thinking, low vibrational thinking. We can be addicted to a fear of intimacy, a fear of abandonment, you know, any sort of negative thinking. It's time for a new cycle with updated thinking and a fresh mindset. Okay. I love everything about you, even though I may not like you sometimes. Okay, yes. You know what to do. You may not want to do it, but it's time. You know what to do. You may not want to do it, but it's time. Those are my homemade oracles. I felt like the oracles that I was coming across, they were just lacking the specificity that I wanted, you know, when it came to certain readings. So, okay. Right, so the devil, look at that. These we don't read in the reversals. 3 of coins, nice. So we got the devil and then addiction. Those are 2 of the same energy. So it's definitely some sort of imbalance that needs addressing here. For sure. So that is what the devil is. You know, again, it's about that imbalance. Okay. So again, it could have to do with alcohol, drugs, food, sex, you know, money, gambling, somebody who hoards their money, somebody who's too frivolous with their money. You know, any sort of imbalance. Any sort of imbalance needs addressing. Then we have the 3 of coins energy. Very nice. Mars and Capricorn. This is about putting in the hard work to build something together. So the energy is here to do that. Absolutely. 5 of coins. There's a feeling of lack. Somebody is feeling, despite things trying to work out, and I feel like it has to do with this addiction, devil energy, this imbalance. Somebody is feeling a mental space of lack where they're not feeling that emotional, physical, mental connection. You know, something is lacking here. The 5 of coins. It could be for some of you that money is an issue. For sure. But the 5 of coins energy really is this feeling of lack, but more lack than is in reality, where you're feeling less connected, less that emotional, mental, and physical connection than is actually available to you in reality. All right, but then we have the temperance energy, which is really good. This is Sagittarius. This is about moving forward in integrity. This is about, you know, getting what you need, having your voice heard. Right, which I like coming after the 5 of Pentacles, because the 5 of coins energy is very much like you feel like you're not being heard and you're not being appreciated. And in the temperance energy, you are. This is about you getting what you need, them getting what they need, the relationship getting what it's need, and you guys being able to move forward. together. And then we have the Queen of Coins. This is really nice. This is a Sagittarius energy again, and Capricorn. And I really like this energy because Capricorn being ruled by Saturn, it's the great taskmaster and all of that. It's about really having to put in the hard work to get that benefit. It's about putting in hard work. I mean, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn and Jupiter generally don't like hanging out with each other. They don't, but Jupiter just wants to hang out and have a good time. Woohoo! You know, and Saturn's like, come on, pay attention, get back to work, focus on what matters. So this is about, you know, focusing on what really matters in this connection and really making that the priority in order to move forward. And remember, wherever Saturn is, the best blessings are on the other side. The best, longest lasting ones are on the other side. You know, and then we have the High Priestess energy here, which is the moon energy. And this is about, you know, you feeling very, very deeply about this connection. Because whenever we have the moon, right, the moon does rule Cancer, right? Does rule Cancer. This is about you just saying, yes, I feel. You being very tuned into your intuition. You being very tuned into your higher mind, your subconscious, right? Because this is also connected to Pisces, and Pisces is all about the subconscious and, you know, things that we really ultimately want in our life that we might not even be admitting to ourselves just yet, right? So it's that, you know, that's where the intuition hangs out. So really positive, actually, guys. I mean, there really is. There's this need to make an effort and trust, but there's a lot of love here. There is this need to address whatever this imbalance is, right? Because I feel like once you address that imbalance, this sense of lack is going to be lifted, but really beautiful. And that's what I have for you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Please stay safe, stay healthy, you know, and let's just all be kind to each other, even if we're going to be going a little stir crazy. Lucky for a lot of us who are able to work from home. I'm teaching from home now. Thank goodness for that. And obviously doing this here with you guys on YouTube, you know, so, but still it's like in the house so much, you know. All right, guys, take care and I'll be well and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.